Hi, my name is Sara, Gardeback. I work in the Microsoft headquarters in Redmond, outside Seattle. I work in the same team as Matt, but my focus is actually CSP. So even the hosting service provider team is now having even dedicated roles for CSP. That's how important we think this program is. I've been with this company for 14 years. I spent my first 10 years at Microsoft Sweden, and then the last 4 years now at headquarters. My background is actually not in hosting, it's more on the syndication side. I don't know if you caught that in Matt's presentation, which is kind of the version before CSP. So I've been this a lot. I was also part of the team that developed CSP, which was really interesting and very traumatic sometimes. But we really tried to improve the program and make it a lot better. Syndication had its limitations, as Matt said. We couldn't scale, we couldn't make it work really well. So now we're hoping that CSP will be that program that really worked for our partners. And please feel free to interrupt. We're here for you guys to answer your questions. And in case you didn't catch it, we're here to kind of recruit you to this program. So if you have questions, concerns, just interrupt me. All right. So how many of you heard of the CSP program before you stepped into this room? Oh, a lot of you. Okay, interesting. So it's been Insight driving it for you, or did you pick it up?
Go to lunch.
We're done. All right. So, all right. You'll get a little bit of a recap then. But so when we think about public cloud and Microsoft, and we've been doing this big transformation as well. I mean, it's not like we woke up one morning and just chose to abandon our nice packaged solutions, resale channel. We've been driven into this with the development of the market and our customers wanting cloud and our partners wanting to sell cloud. And so we've been trying and testing different things to make this work. And one thing we've been testing a lot is having it on our own web page. So you can actually go in and buy Office 365 on our own web page. And what happens when you do that, yes, the customer then has to find it on their own, which they might, because it's Microsoft, and they might go looking for Office 365 there. They'll click on a button, they'll sign up for subscription, and what will they get? They will get what I call the vanilla experience. They're buying a SKU, a single service, or maybe a suite, but they're not really getting any help. That's what they're doing. No one is answering their questions. So what happens? Will I get any dime town? How am I going to migrate? How does this integrate with my line of business solution? How does this work with my infrastructure? No one answers that. It's just a web page, right? Also, all the lifecycle management that's part of joining a cloud is on their own. They have to find the partners on their own. They can call maybe Microsoft, but if you're a smaller customers, there's no one really at Microsoft to manage that. They're on their own very much, and that's why we haven't really seen the traction that we would love to see with cloud. And we do know, and as Matt said, our research shows that these customers actually want a partner. They want someone to help them answer all these questions, to help them make the cloud journey. And that's what the CSP program is about. And with you guys having the experience of already selling cloud for so long, actually is a great match. And we already see that. The program is very new. It's been 7-8 months in market, and the hosters are really being the most successful ones. Because this is a program that's available to all kinds of partners. So CSP, absolutely built to enable you to sell public cloud and help customers go to the public cloud in different solutions, hybrids or pure public cloud, whatever the solution is that you find your customers need. But it's also created for you to create that differentiated cloud experience. You can, if you want to, sell it standalone, but this is not what it's about. This is about bundling our cloud services with your value add, and then creating that enhanced experience for the customer and giving them a differentiated experience from you guys, and also a great way for you to compete, because a customer can today buy Microsoft Cloud services from many different ways.
How does it compare to the competition? Amazon Web Services, for instance. Are you on your own as well, or if you order that on the website?
I'm sorry, what is?
Are you on your own as well, if you order that on the website?
Amazon Web Services? Yes. I'm not deep on Amazon Web Services, but they know they have a partner ecosystem as well, yes.
Are you comparing that, or?
We absolutely are looking at our competitors, yes. As much as we can. And it's true, in the development of CSP, we did look at Amazon and Google and all of their partner channels to try and find a solution that would be competitive, right? So what I'm going to talk to you about is a little bit of how this program works. So how we're going to enable you to create these differentiated offers, and how you can absolutely use Insight to even make you even stronger in this market and make you even stronger in these CSP offerings. So it's pretty much 3 different main parts of CSP that enables you to do this. So the first one is that it actually enables you to own and manage the customer lifecycle. So you have access to all the stages that the customer goes through in our public cloud, which we haven't had that same type of integration before. And also, we allow you as a partner to own the contractual and billing relationship directly with the customer. So you being the one fronting to the customer. And also, we want you to bundle and create new offers, and you can integrate with our public cloud. So this is kind of the 3 main parts, and I'll go through them a little bit more. So I know, a little busy slide, but on the top here, you have what we kind of simplified says is the life cycle, the customer life cycle. And so right now, the main product in the CSP program is Office 365. More of our cloud services are coming, but a lot of this is then now based on Office 365. But we have in the roadmap to launch Azure as well and CRM Online. So you'll get whatever other cloud services we provide. But there's the steps. So of course, there's the first initial sell, but then there's ordering, which is actually setting up the actual customer. And then you have the activation, which is setting up the users, going to a little bit deeper there, making sure that it actually works, configuring the service so it is the way the customer wants it, and making sure it works on their laptops and on their phones, because it's no fun if it doesn't do that. And then at the end of it, it's about managing and building on that cloud solution, maybe with your hybrid solution as well. And so, of course, supporting the customer. And then, of course, we want you to upsell as well. So what do we see the opportunity here? We see a lot of opportunity in this, many different types of opportunities. But one part here is what you see below. So, of course, it could be a pure resell, just a cloud service. But then itself, you get that gives you some money, but getting the more and adding the more value to the customer and getting more revenue from the customer is actually about building more add-on services and being part of that life cycle more. And we do see a lot of partners really going into the deployment of migration services, for example. That is a great way to differentiate, for you to provide that extra help with migration and deployment, which there's so many of them need. And then there's managed services, many different types of managed services you can sell on. And of course, the support is a very broad topic. You can do many types of support. There's more the how to support, and there's also the more just reactive support. Many models there. And also, I know Insight will talk more to you about what they're providing on this. And then, of course, there's add-on projects and solutions. We do know that many of our customers want to have an ongoing relationship with their service providers. It's not like a one-time thing. You set up a cloud solution, and then you just walk away. As you guys know, you work with your customers already. And it's the same with public cloud. That doesn't change. They still want to have that ongoing relationship. And a great way, and I think you said it really well this morning as well, about what Insight provides value here. So reducing the risk, right? Managing risk. They can help you with that when you front to customers on all of these solutions. And also help you guys to reduce your cost when you have to provide this to the customers. And then supporting on sales as well. So you get their support on all of these steps in the lifecycle management. All right. So you get to own the contractual and billing relationship. What does that mean? So this is me trying to illustrate what Insight provides for you. We call them a two-tier, a distributor. They will have lots and lots of products and services, and Microsoft Cloud Services will be part of that. But you have the relationship with, this is you guys, by the way, because you didn't know. You will have a contractual relationship with Insight. But then when it comes to the actual customer, that will be your relationship with that customer. And then they get that cool glasses when they sign up. You know? So, So the contract is simple. It's the same with the billing. It's the same with the invoicing. It flows this way and it flows back. There's one little difference with the CSP program that I just want to give you a heads up on. There's something called the Microsoft Cloud Agreement, which is an agreement between the end customer and Microsoft. And it's not when I say agreement, I don't mean a contract signing. It's more like a EULA, if you know what I mean by that. You know, all the terms and conditions, and then you click the box and you say, I agree to that. And the reason we have that is because we are the service provider in this case for the public cloud. So that will need to be included. But that's the only thing that kind of keeps a little bit connection with Microsoft. The rest is you fronting. You own the customer. Okay. So create those nice differentiated offers. What is that? What can you do? So there's lots of things you can do. I have the privilege of working with partners around the world, and we see a lot of different offers, and I think we're just seeing a little tip of the iceberg. We'd really want you to be creative and find new ways of selling public cloud. But to give you a little sense of what's out there and what's coming, so Office 365, I'll go into a little bit more of that later, but it is both the apps, the classical, Outlook and Word and Excel, but it's also services, so Exchange Online and SharePoint Online. And it's actually a really great way for an SMB to look very professional through and getting these services available to them. So, and there's lots of great ways of pitching. So I'll come in more detail on this later. And then we look at Azure, which is coming. So we don't have all the details around that yet, which services are coming, because it's a lot of services available. But here are some of the things that we've seen identified so far that we think that you as a partner can build on. You can build your tools. You can build a differentiator on top of these services. What is available today is the mobility side and what we call Enterprise Mobility Suite, which is a mix of our product Intune to manage devices, but also to let you integrate that with identity solutions and content security. And then, of course, CRM Online, if that is something that you would like to do. It's something that we see a lot of partners adding tons of value because it usually requires a partner to know something about the customer's industry, right? You can give much more advice if you're specializing in industry and then selling these type of solutions. And there's also ways to build custom solutions on this as well. So when we thought about this and we created these services, we had some kind of main categories that we think that how you will sell these cloud services. Now these are not, it's just categories, it's not a final list, but this is to give you some ideas. As Matt says, we do think it's a great opportunity to bundle with managed services. That is definitely something that we see partners already doing, and we believe there's a need for more. We know that customers are having issues and just concerns, and there's a lot of psychology too in joining the cloud, and having that advisor and having someone to help them do this is really, really helpful. And also with you having the ability to give them the hybrid solution or the partner-hosted solution gives you the real capability of being a true advisor and having the options for them. So absolutely a great opportunity there. We also see you can bundle it with products. It could be, it's all kinds of products, but we see everything from bundling with broadband for someone that's selling that, like we did in the telco business or the more technical ones. But there's all kinds of products that you can bundle with. It doesn't have to be, it could be antivirus, it could be pretty much anything you can think of that would give the end customer business value, right? If you were an SMB or you were an account, what would you need to make your business work? And sell that in a bundle with cloud services. And then integration as well. We do think that this is also, as Matt said, coming more and more, integrating with already solutions out there. What can you, is there a specific industry solution that you have, that ISVs are developing, and that you can integrate with our products, and then sell them together, raising the value of both that product and the Microsoft Cloud Service, and together giving that enhanced experience to the end customer. All right. So this is a new program, and partners are asking us, So who do I sell this to? Where do I start? And so on. Many partners start with their base, their current base. So if you're a hoster, you could have an infrastructure customer, or you have someone that buys hosted exchange. There's a great opportunity to upsell, to sell, for example, Office Professional or Office, but the apps to that customer. That's one way of doing it. We also see many partners actually reaching out and getting to new customers, net new, because of they might have not reached you before because they were thinking, oh, that's partner hosted, it's expensive or something. But now, oh, I want to go public. Oh, I can get public there as well. And they're now reaching a new audience. Or just providing the apps. Being a partner that provides the Office package is also something that can help you attract new customers. And then you can upsell with your partner hosted services as well. And then again, of course, upselling. We see many partners starting with maybe one of there's suites, and I'll get into that. You can sell Office 365 in a suite, or you can sell it as single standalone services. Of course, there's a way you can start with a standalone service and then upsell to the customer. Okay, so just a little summarization here. What is critical and what we see, and I'll get to that a little bit later, is that differentiation part and finding that offer that makes you stand out and that really adds value to the end customer. And have the cloud solution make sense to them, because cloud is not that easy to take in always if you're an end customer, you're not in IT every day. So having someone explain that to you and understanding the business value of having a hosted environment or having in a public cloud or the hybrid is really key.